Hello everyone and welcome to a new movie. Today I will discuss the release of the Thrustmaster DD again, but first off, thank you all for your massive support you have given me on the previous movie. You guys, girls and non-binary people are the best and I appreciate this a lot. Now back to the topic at hand, the Thrustmaster DD. It has been 2 weeks since my last movie came out and before the end of the year we could expect some news about the Thrustmaster DD, but as of yet, no news. I tried to troll them a bit on their Twitter account but didn't have much success. So this leaves us with 3 more days before the year ends and time for me to release part 1 of the Thrustmaster DD release video. This new release, as you know, is a rather big one in the sim racing community. It is a first try of Thrustmaster to change from their belt-driven wheels to a direct drive base, and with this, an attempt to penetrate the market that is primarily dominated by Fanatec. Key here is that they make an impression with their first release, so I made a small mock-up of what I would consider a good package to put out there based on the release of Fanatec's latest DD for All combo. Keeping it simple would be the key here, I think. So the first thing I would expect from Thrustmaster is a decent rim included in their bundle. Nothing too fancy, but a well-constructed 28cm wheel finished in leather or Alcantara as vegan alternative with a minimum of lights and buttons. The wheel of the latest T248 was a good start and I would expect them to follow that line. Less arcade style and a tad more sim racing flair. The only remark I have here is that the connection of the direct drive with the rim can be different due to the changing base technology, but I have faith that Thrustmaster managed to keep the same exchange system. Second would be a good pedal base. I don't honestly see the T3PA included in a bundle, and offering a bundle with the T3PM pedals is a bit dodgy as they are already included in the cheaper T248. The t-lcm pedal set, released in 2020, seems the most logical choice here. For those that already have a rim and t-lcm pedals, at the time of writing, both items can be sold easily on the secondary market for a decent price. As a third, for the direct drive base itself, a small improvement of torque in relation to the TGT and Fanatec base bundle would be sufficient. I know that the more torque a system can generate, the more power it needs, so why not just have an output of 6.2 Nm, which is already a very nice amount, combined with the slogan, "It's not how big your torque is, it's how you use it." I believe the PSU of the current TGT would be able to pull this without too much problems. As for pricing, I believe €749 for a TDD pack would be very aggressively priced. It would be the same price as a TGT2 package. This brings me to a feature that will probably not be included in the new base, being the depth feedback. Sure, it's subtle, but I just like it and I can't help myself. The TDFB was specifically designed to use with Gran Turismo, so it would be weird to see it in its current form on the DD base, but it would give people a reason to still prefer buying a TGT base above a DD base. Don't forget that the announcement this year was for a direct drive system for PC, so there may need to be a bridge for some time between the current lineup and the new PlayStation and Xbox released high-end steering wheels. It's almost impossible to tell how long it will take without TM announcing it. If you look at the timeline, there's not a real pattern on their equipment being released on the market, so I believe the only real indicator can be the release of Gran Turismo in March, but I wouldn't be surprised to see the announcement in June 2021 on a big event or in December next year like with the TSPC and the TGT. It's hard to imagine what Thrustmaster is still expecting of the TGT2. In all honesty, I simply believe they want to get rid of as much of the GT rims as possible before the release of Gran Turismo 7 and to support the extinguishing flame of GT Sport on PS5. It seems to be, aside of a whole lot of T acronyms, almost identical technology-wise as the 4-year-old TGT. That is my own opinion, of course. I'm sure those 24,000 hours of R&D were built for some reason. So this is the end of part 1 for the release of the Thrustmaster DD. I hope I can welcome you all ASAP for part 2, which will be published in maximum 3 days or 4, depending on the quantity of alcohol that was consumed during Old Year celebration. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss it. Thank you all for watching and I will see you all next movie.